I just got back from Todd Brown's Copy Legends out in Florida, where 15 of the biggest, best, most badass copywriters gathered together to share their secrets on all areas, including offer creation, ads, VSL formats, all different types of things. And one of the big questions that came up was around what is a big idea? A lot of people didn't have clarity about it. A lot of people didn't know. A lot of people don't know. And I really understand that because I struggled. So I wanted to make this video to share with you what I wish somebody told me about what a big idea is. Let's crush this thing once and for all. Can we both agree? Can we all agree right now that every single sale in the world is somebody who has a problem that makes them feel bad, and they buy something so that it can make them solve their problem, feel good, and basically have their little dream life that we have? Is that correct? They have a problem. This is their dream life. Now, in between of these two things is a gap. There is a space that they cannot cross on their own. The big idea, if someone ever asks you what is a big idea, the big idea is the idea on how we can cross the gap. It is what the bridge looked like that will be able to enable somebody to cross from their pain over to their pleasure, right? Now, let's break this down even more specifically. If you look at the front of the bridge, that's called the root cause of the problem. They have a problem, and when you're nailing the root cause of the problem down to the front of their bridge, that's called the root cause of the problem. That is the beginning for them to cross the bridge. At the end of it, you have the solution, the root cause of the solution, also known as the mechanisms, right? When you nail in the root cause of the solution, how this is going to solve the problem, that's when hope begins to be created. And now all of a sudden you have a big idea. You have something that is going to bridge someone from here across, but it's not done yet. The last thing that you need is to put all of the pieces on the bridge, every single step, create clarity so that they can see how they can walk across here all the way to here. That is the big idea. So when I'm selling a supplement, right, let's say I'm saying, oh, you have low testosterone. It's not because you don't have a lot of testosterone. It's because your natural testosterone production is blocked. And the root cause of that problem is cortisol, right? So if you take a cortisol blocker and you block the amount of cortisol your body's producing, you'll be able to turn back on your natural testosterone production. So that's like the root cause of the problem is cortisol. The solution is to block cortisol. That will enable you to boost your test levels. That makes sense. Now, how do we bridge it? That's when this is every single ingredient between it. Whether it's like we put this ingredient in and that ingredient in and this ingredient in, and combined, it all drops the level of cortisol, right? If I'm selling a course on the internet, right? It's like Silva's Mind Valley, for example, or Mind Valley's Silva Ultramind technique. The root cause of the problem is we've had all these amazing powers, but we've been lost these kind of powers because of the way society teaches us. And when you learn how to retrain your brain, you can access these magical psychic kind of abilities that can create this amazing life. So a lot of your struggle, the problem, is all because your innate abilities have been repressed. And if you learn to optimize your brain, you can have this amazing life. That's all great and dandy, but where's the bridge between it, right? That's when we talk about module 1, module 2, module 3, module 4. You're going to learn this. You're going to learn brainwaves. You're going to learn that. So clarity creates hope, because here's the thing that I've learned, right? Once somebody believes that they can get out of their situation, right? Once somebody believes that and they see the road and they see that the big idea is clear and you've really explained to them in clarity how they can step across, that creates hope. And then once you show some testimonials of someone getting across, now they're seeing somebody who was where they were in pain, cross the bridge and become successful. The more people they see do this, the more they're going to believe that they can do it for themselves. So at the end of the day, one of the biggest lessons that I've learned is once I've got your attention and you don't buy, and you know we're in a big niche where you know they want to buy, you know they want to solve this problem, the only reason, in my belief, the only reason is because they don't believe they can cross the bridge, right? The root cause of the problem didn't feel like that would work, right? You showed them a big idea, right? If you did this, it would solve it. And they just didn't believe it. They thought that that wasn't going to work. That wasn't good enough. They couldn't make it across. Or you missed out on a lot of steps in the bridge. So there was all these gaps that enabled them to never cross the bridge. Or they saw a bridge, but they never saw anybody cross it. That was kind of like them. Now, you don't need testimonials to get conversions right at the beginning, right? There are some few survivors or few hopeful people who don't really need to see other people cross to be able to cross. So just by putting something out, you'll be able to start getting conversions. Then you can just show how other people have successfully gone across the bridge. But that is it. The big idea is any idea that can get someone to cross the bridge. It is the bridge that covers the gap between where they want to be and where they are at the end of the day. And the root cause of the problem, which is the root mechanism, is what ties the front of the bridge. The solution is at the end of the bridge, and every single piece is called how they get there. Right? If you're a supplement, that's your ingredients. If you're an econ product, that's all your little features. We added this in that. If you're a course, that's every single kind of module. If you study Alex Hormozi's $100 million offers, it's all about you take them from here, what step by step to take them from there, right? The big idea in kindergarten simple terms is whatever bridges them is the answer to the gap, is the solution to the gap. And all different products have all different quote unquote root cause of the problems that they are solving. And what's the best in how you become some of the biggest, kind of the biggest person, is being at the bleeding edge of root causes of the problem. So that's it for today. Hope you liked it. The big idea is the solution to the gap that is between where your customer is and where they want to be at the end of the day. So something amazing about to happen. Hope that cleared it all up for you. See you later.